Have you ever wondered how the universe works in a way that can bring you the life you've always desired? What if you could align yourself with the vast cosmic energy that surrounds us and use it to manifest not only the material wealth you seek, but also peace, love, and purpose? It sounds almost too simple to be true, doesn't it? Yet the science behind quantum connection is powerful, and when understood, it can transform your life in ways that seem almost magical. The truth is that everything we experience in life, our relationships, our successes, and even our struggles, are all shaped by the invisible forces of the universe. This isn't just a philosophical or spiritual idea. Science, especially quantum physics, has begun to provide explanations for how our inner worlds influence our outer realities. For centuries, visionaries like Napoleon Hill, Joe Dispenza, and even Carl Jung have hinted at these ideas, showing us how the mind and the universe are intricately connected. They understood that by harnessing this connection, we could change not only our circumstances, but also our very essence. In this video, we'll dive deep into the science of quantum connection and explore how understanding and aligning with the universe can create immediate positive changes in every aspect of your life. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand how the universe is conspiring to work with you, but also how to activate your own powerful connection to it. This knowledge will empower you to transform your life, align your energy with the universe, and manifest your deepest desires. The quantum frequency and its relationship with reality. At the very core of quantum connection lies a profound truth. Everything in the universe is energy, and this energy vibrates at specific frequencies. The law of quantum physics tells us that not only do physical objects have vibrations, but our thoughts, emotions, and consciousness also exist as frequencies. What most people fail to realize is that these vibrations determine the experiences we attract into our lives. It is not merely the things we consciously wish for that manifest, but rather the energy we project and the frequency at which we vibrate that shapes our reality. Our bodies and minds emit frequencies that interact with the universe's vast field of energy, much like a radio receiver tuning into specific channels. When we are in alignment with the frequency of what we desire, be it abundance, love, or peace, our personal energy becomes a magnetic force, drawing those very things toward us. However, this isn't as simple as just thinking positive thoughts or wishing for what you want. There's much more to it. In his groundbreaking work, Joe Dispenza emphasizes the importance of shifting our brain's frequency. He explains that the brain's electromagnetic field interacts with the universe, shaping the reality we experience. The brain is a powerful tool, and when it is attuned to the frequency of our desired reality, it begins to act as a conductor of energy, connecting us to the universal flow. This is why people often experience what seems like serendipitous events once they start aligning their minds and intentions with their desires. What's often overlooked, however, is that the human brain can also be a source of dissonance, disrupting the harmonious flow of energy needed to attract what we truly desire. Our subconscious beliefs, ingrained fears, and limiting thoughts can interfere with the vibrations we send out into the world, blocking the manifestation process. It's one of the greatest paradoxes of manifestation. While the universe is always in a state of readiness to deliver, our internal misalignments can create energetic barriers that keep us from receiving. When we experience fear, self-doubt, or frustration, we are essentially emitting a frequency of scarcity and lack. These negative vibrations can only attract more of the same: more fear, more obstacles, and more struggle. This is why the concept of manifestation becomes a challenge for many people. They are unknowingly sending out conflicting signals. On one hand, they may desire abundance, but on the other, they may harbor deep-seated fears of not being worthy or capable of attaining it. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, responds to the signals we emit, not necessarily the words we speak or the desires we have. The question then arises, how can we change our frequency and align it with the reality we want to manifest? The key lies in self-awareness and intentional action. By becoming more conscious of our thoughts and emotions, we begin to recognize when we are in alignment with our desires and when we are not. This awareness allows us to shift our mindset, consciously replacing negative thoughts with positive, empowering ones. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect, but about acknowledging our current state and choosing to elevate it. Understanding the role of emotions in frequency. One of the most profound insights into the quantum nature of our reality comes from understanding how our emotions influence our frequency. Emotions are powerful vibrational forces that not only affect how we feel, but also directly impact the energy we project into the universe. When we are happy, joyful, or in love, we naturally vibrate at higher frequencies, which in turn attracts more positivity into our lives. On the other hand, negative emotions like anger, sadness, and frustration lower our vibrational frequency, creating a barrier between us and the abundance we seek. It is essential to note that our emotional states are not just fleeting feelings. They are reflections of our deeper beliefs and mental programming. If we feel anger or resentment, for instance, it is often because we hold a belief that something or someone is unjust, which can cause us to vibrate at a lower frequency. Similarly, if we feel unworthy or undeserving of success, love, or happiness, we are emitting a frequency that repels these things from us. These emotional blocks are often the silent saboteurs of our manifestation process. The role of awareness and conscious intention. To truly shift our frequency, we must first become aware of the energetic patterns that govern our thoughts and emotions. The more aware we are of the thoughts we think and the feelings we experience, the more control we have over the energy we emit. Awareness is the first step in reprogramming our internal frequency. Once we recognize the negative thoughts and beliefs that limit us, we can replace them with more empowering ones. This shift in thinking doesn't happen overnight, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Joe Dispenza, in his teachings, offers a powerful exercise called the meditation for changing your frequency. This meditation is designed to help you move from a state of mental chaos and emotional turbulence to a state of calm and intentional alignment. By focusing your attention on your breath, releasing negative thoughts, and visualizing the desired reality, you begin to consciously alter your brain's frequency and align it with the higher vibrations of abundance, love, and success. The power of quantum intention. At the heart of this practice is the concept of quantum intention, the ability to focus your mind and energy on a specific outcome and send that intention out into the quantum field, trusting that the universe will respond. This is not about forcing or controlling the outcome, but about setting an intention with clarity, belief, and trust. When we do this, we are essentially entering into a co-creative partnership with the universe, allowing it to bring us exactly what we need in perfect timing. But the process doesn't end there. Once we set our intention, we must act in alignment with it. The universe responds to our energy, but it also responds to our actions. This is where the concept of inspired action comes into play. Inspired action is the action that flows naturally when we are in alignment with our true self and our desires. It is not forced, but rather it feels effortless and in tune with the energy of the universe. The frequency at which we vibrate plays a crucial role in the manifestation process. Our thoughts, emotions, and intentions create the energy that shapes our reality. By becoming more aware of our inner energy and making conscious efforts to align it with the reality we want to manifest, we can tap into the quantum field and begin to create the life we truly desire. The key is to take consistent, intentional actions that reflect the vibration of our highest potential, and in doing so, we align ourselves with the abundant flow of the universe. Neuroscience and the quantum field. Understanding the power of the mind. As we explore the connection between quantum energy and the reality we create, it becomes essential to dive into the science behind how this process works, especially from a neurological perspective. Neuroscience has long been fascinated with the brain's capacity to influence our thoughts, emotions, and ultimately our experiences. But the connection between the brain and the quantum field, the vast invisible energy field that underlies all of reality, has only recently begun to be understood in a deeper way. The human brain, with its intricate network of neurons, synapses, and electrical impulses, operates as a powerful transmitter of energy. This energy interacts with the surrounding quantum field, influencing the events and circumstances we experience in our daily lives. For centuries, spiritual teachings and philosophical traditions have pointed to the mind as a key player in shaping reality. But now, science is beginning to catch up, revealing just how the brain's electromagnetic field can directly influence the quantum field and manifest our desires. The brain's electromagnetic field. The brain is not just an organ that processes thoughts and emotions. It is an energy generator, constantly emitting electromagnetic waves. Every thought, feeling, and belief we experience creates a unique electromagnetic signature. This energy emanates from our brain and interacts with the quantum field, which in turn responds to our vibrations. According to Joe Dispenza, the brain's electrical activity forms an electromagnetic field that extends far beyond the physical confines of the body. This field interacts with the world around us, shaping the events we encounter, the people we meet, and the opportunities that arise. When we are focused on a specific desire, whether it's wealth, health, or a fulfilling relationship, our brain emits a frequency that aligns with that particular outcome. The more intensely we focus our thoughts and emotions on the desired result, the stronger the electromagnetic field we generate. This heightened energy then begins to attract corresponding frequencies from the quantum field, bringing the desired outcome into our experience. But what happens when our brain is not in alignment with our desires? When we hold limiting beliefs, negative emotions, or unresolved traumas, our brain's frequency becomes dissonant with what we truly want to manifest. These negative frequencies block the flow of energy between us and the quantum field, preventing the manifestation process from occurring. The key, then, is to reprogram the brain to emit frequencies that align with our true desires. Reprogramming the brain for abundance and success. The idea of reprogramming the brain to manifest a different reality is not a new one. In fact, many spiritual and self-help traditions have long taught that our thoughts create our reality. But in recent years, neuroscience has begun to uncover the mechanisms behind this process. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and form new neural connections, plays a crucial role in this process. By intentionally focusing our thoughts and emotions on our desired outcome, we can rewire the brain to align with the energy of abundance and success. One of the most powerful ways to reprogram the brain is through meditation. Meditation allows us to quiet the mind and create space for new thought patterns to emerge. When we enter a meditative state, we shift from the beta waves of active analytical thinking to the alpha and theta brainwave states, where the subconscious mind becomes more receptive to new programming. During these states, the brain is highly suggestible, and we can intentionally replace negative beliefs with empowering ones. For example, if someone has a deeply ingrained belief that they are not worthy of wealth, this belief can be reprogrammed by repeatedly visualizing oneself in a state of financial abundance. As the brain starts to create new neural pathways related to wealth, the individual's energy field begins to shift, aligning it with the frequency of abundance. Over time, this reprogramming leads to a transformation in how the individual perceives and interacts with the world. The power of thought and emotion in the quantum field. One of the most fascinating aspects of quantum mechanics is the concept of observer effect, which states that the mere observation of a phenomenon can influence its outcome. This is not just a theoretical concept. It is a scientifically proven principle that applies to the quantum field. In essence, when we direct our focus and intention on a specific outcome, we are acting as observers of that outcome, causing it to manifest in the quantum field. Our thoughts and emotions are not just internal experiences. They are powerful forces that shape the world around us. Every time we think about something, whether it's our desire for success, love, or health, we are sending out vibrations that influence the quantum field. The more emotionally charged our thoughts are, the more powerful their impact becomes. Positive emotions such as love, gratitude, and joy create high-frequency vibrations that attract positive experiences. Negative emotions, on the other hand, such as fear, anger, and resentment, create low-frequency vibrations that repel what we desire. It's important to recognize that emotions are not just reactions to external events. They are reflections of our internal state of being. When we feel angry, sad, or fearful, it's often because we are not in alignment with our true desires. These emotions signal that there is a disconnect between our internal energy and the energy of the universe. To manifest what we truly desire, we must first align our emotions with our desires by consciously shifting our thoughts and feelings toward positivity and abundance. The quantum mind-body connection. In addition to reprogramming our thoughts, it's essential to recognize the mind-body connection in the manifestation process. The body is not separate from the mind. It is an integral part of the quantum system that influences and is influenced by the energy we emit. When we are in a state of physical tension, stress, or illness, our energy field becomes distorted, making it more difficult to align with the frequency of our desires. Joe Dispenza often talks about the importance of healing the body as part of the manifestation process. When we hold on to negative emotions or unresolved traumas, these experiences become stored in our body as tension or disease. By consciously releasing these stored emotions and allowing the body to heal, we create a more harmonious energy field that is in alignment with the frequency of abundance and success. This process is not just about mental visualization, it also involves physical healing and energetic balance. The role of quantum meditation in aligning the mind and body. Quantum meditation is a powerful tool that combines the principles of mindfulness, meditation, and visualization to help individuals connect with the quantum field and align their energy with their desires. During quantum meditation, the mind and body enter a state of deep relaxation, allowing the individual to tap into the subconscious mind and reprogram limiting beliefs. This practice also helps to balance the body's energy system, releasing tension and restoring harmony. By consistently practicing quantum meditation, individuals can strengthen their connection to the universe, rewire their brains for success, and begin to manifest their desires more effortlessly. The process is gradual, but with dedication and persistence, the mind and body can be transformed into powerful tools of manifestation. Reprogramming the brain for abundance and success. The human brain is a remarkable organ, capable of both immense creativity and significant self-sabotage. Our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions shape the way we interact with the world. Yet many people remain unaware of just how deeply ingrained patterns in the brain can influence their ability to manifest the life they desire. Reprogramming the brain for abundance and success involves consciously altering these neural pathways and thought patterns to create a reality that aligns with our highest potential. One of the most important aspects of reprogramming the brain is understanding how neural networks work. The brain is made up of billions of neurons that are constantly firing electrical impulses and creating connections. These neural pathways are formed through repetition, and over time, they become ingrained in the brain's structure, influencing our habitual thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. This is known as neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. However, the brain's neuroplasticity can work for or against us. If we have spent years thinking negatively or believing in scarcity, our brain has created neural pathways that reinforce these beliefs. These patterns become automatic, influencing the way we perceive the world and ourselves. If we want to manifest a life of abundance, prosperity, and success, we must consciously reprogram these pathways to align with the frequency of our desires. The power of positive reinforcement. Reprogramming the brain for abundance begins with a shift in our thought patterns. Positive reinforcement is key to changing the neural pathways in the brain. This means actively focusing on thoughts and beliefs that align with abundance, wealth, and success. Instead of reinforcing thoughts of lack and limitation, we must focus on gratitude, possibility, and the recognition of our own potential. One effective way to rewire the brain is through affirmations. Repeating positive affirmations, such as "I am deserving of abundance" or "I am worthy of success," helps to create new neural pathways in the brain. The more we repeat these affirmations, the more our brain begins to accept them as truth. This is why it's important to focus on affirmations that are emotionally charged and resonate deeply with us, rather than generic phrases that may lack personal meaning. While affirmations can be a powerful tool, they must be paired with belief. Simply saying positive affirmations without truly believing them will not create the desired change. The key is to connect with the affirmation on an emotional level and allow it to shift the way we feel about ourselves and our circumstances. This emotional shift is what reprograms the brain, creating new neural pathways that align with abundance and success. Visualization, a powerful tool for reprogramming. Visualization is another highly effective technique for reprogramming the brain. The process of visualization involves mentally creating vivid images of the life we desire to manifest. This practice allows the brain to experience the desired outcome as though it is already happening, which strengthens the neural pathways associated with that experience. According to Joe Dispenza, the brain cannot distinguish between a real experience and one vividly imagined. This means that by visualizing success and abundance, we are training our brain to believe that these experiences are already a reality. To make visualization more effective, it is important to engage all the senses. Instead of merely picturing a scenario, imagine the sounds, smells, and feelings associated with the desired outcome. For example, if you are visualizing financial abundance, imagine the feeling of joy and excitement as you receive a large sum of money, the sound of celebration, and the sense of freedom that comes with financial security. By immersing yourself in these sensory details, you create a more vivid experience that deeply ingrains the new neural pathways. Another key aspect of visualization is consistency. Like any other brain rewiring technique, visualization requires practice and repetition. The more often you visualize your desired reality, the more your brain begins to recognize it as true, eventually leading to the manifestation of that reality in the physical world. Breaking through. Limiting beliefs. One of the most significant obstacles to reprogramming the brain for abundance is the presence of limiting beliefs. These are deeply held beliefs about ourselves and the world that prevent us from fully stepping into our power and potential. Limiting beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or early childhood programming, and they can create significant roadblocks to manifestation. For example, someone who grew up with the belief that money is the root of all evil may subconsciously resist financial success. Even if they consciously desire wealth, their limiting belief about money will create an internal conflict that prevents them from fully aligning with the energy of abundance. The key to overcoming limiting beliefs is to first identify them and then replace them with empowering beliefs that support the desired outcome. A powerful technique for overcoming limiting beliefs is to examine the evidence supporting these beliefs. Many times we accept beliefs as truth without questioning their validity. By challenging the evidence for these beliefs and replacing them with more positive, empowering alternatives, we begin to shift the neural pathways in our brain and create new, more supportive beliefs. The role of meditation in rewiring the brain. Meditation plays a crucial role in the process of reprogramming the brain. Through meditation, we can quiet the mind, calm the nervous system, and connect with a deeper sense of inner peace. This practice allows us to bypass the constant chatter of the mind and access the subconscious, where limiting beliefs and thought patterns are stored. During meditation, we can focus on specific intentions, such as manifesting abundance, success, or health. By concentrating on these intentions and allowing them to flow through our minds, we create a mental environment that is conducive to rewiring the brain. Meditation also helps to increase self-awareness, which is essential for recognizing and shifting negative thought patterns. The importance of consistency and patience. Reprogramming the brain for abundance and success is not an overnight process. It requires consistency, patience, and dedication. Just as it took years for negative thought patterns to become ingrained in the brain, it will take time to create new, more empowering beliefs. The key is to stay committed to the process and trust that change is happening, even if it isn't immediately apparent. Over time, the brain will begin to adapt to the new frequency of abundance, and the desired outcomes will begin to manifest. This may not happen in a linear fashion, but with consistent effort, the transformation will be undeniable, integrating the mind and body for lasting change. As we continue to reprogram the brain for success and abundance, it is essential to remember that the mind and body are interconnected. Our thoughts and emotions influence our physical health, and vice versa. By aligning the mind and body, we create a harmonious energy field that attracts positive outcomes. Incorporating practices such as yoga, deep breathing, and mindfulness can help to balance the body's energy and support the brain's reprogramming process. The more we engage in practices that promote overall well-being, the more we align our energy with the frequency of abundance, success, and prosperity. The role of thought and emotion. In the quantum field, the process of manifestation is not solely reliant on the thoughts we hold, but also on the emotions we experience. In the quantum field, thoughts and emotions are interconnected forces that combine to create our personal reality. Our thoughts, while powerful, are shaped and amplified by the emotional energy we attach to them. This is where the true power of our mind lies, not just in what we think, but in the emotional energy we infuse into those thoughts. Emotions as vibrational frequencies. Emotions are not just abstract feelings. They are energetic frequencies that vibrate at different levels. When we experience emotions, we are essentially sending out vibrational signals into the quantum field. Positive emotions like love, joy, and gratitude vibrate at higher frequencies, attracting more of the same energy from the universe. In contrast, negative emotions such as fear, anger, and sadness vibrate at lower frequencies, which attract experiences that reflect those emotions. Joe Dispenza discusses this idea in great detail, explaining that when we are emotionally charged, our brain and body emit electromagnetic waves that influence the world around us. The stronger the emotion, the more powerful the frequency we emit. This is why positive emotional states are so crucial for manifestation. When we feel love, joy, or gratitude, we are aligning ourselves with the high-frequency vibrations of abundance, success, and fulfillment. The dissonance between thought and emotion. One of the greatest obstacles to manifestation lies in the dissonance between what we consciously desire and how we emotionally feel. Often people desire wealth, love, or success, yet on a deeper level they carry negative emotions, such as fear of failure or feelings of unworthiness, which contradict their desires. These conflicting energies create a block in the quantum field, preventing the manifestation process from flowing freely. This dissonance between thought and emotion is a critical area to address in the reprogramming of the brain. It's not enough to think positive thoughts if our underlying emotions are negative or fearful. In order to manifest the reality we desire, we must align our emotional energy with our thoughts. This means cultivating a deep emotional resonance with the things we wish to manifest, whether that is abundance, love, or success. When we can feel as if we have already received what we desire, we elevate our vibrational frequency to match that of the quantum field, the emotional frequency of abundance. Abundance is not just a material state of having money or possessions. It is a mindset and emotional state that attracts more abundance into our lives. The emotional frequency of abundance is rooted in feelings of gratitude, trust, and abundance. When we feel grateful for what we already have, we are sending out a powerful signal to the universe that we are in alignment with abundance. This feeling of gratitude creates a vibrational match to more abundance, whether that is in the form of financial wealth, opportunities, or positive experiences. However, many people unknowingly block the flow of abundance because of negative beliefs and emotions about money or success. If someone grew up believing that money is the root of all evil or that success is only for the lucky few, these beliefs create emotional blocks that repel abundance. In order to change this, we must replace these limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones and begin to feel abundant in every area of our lives. Healing emotional blocks. To create the life we desire, it's essential to identify and heal emotional blocks that may be hindering our manifestation. These blocks often stem from past experiences, childhood programming, or negative societal conditioning. For example, if someone experienced financial hardship in their early years, they may carry subconscious beliefs of scarcity and lack that continue to influence their present-day reality. Healing these emotional blocks involves consciously recognizing and releasing them. Meditation, visualization, and energy healing practices can help release the negative emotions and beliefs that hold us back. By doing so, we allow the flow of positive energy to return to our bodies and minds, enabling us to manifest more effectively. The importance of emotional coherence. One of the key principles of manifestation is emotional coherence. Emotional coherence occurs when our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are in alignment with one another. When we are emotionally coherent, we send out a unified signal to the universe, which allows us to manifest our desires more easily. This state of coherence is achieved when we feel positive, aligned, and empowered, with no internal conflict between what we want and how we feel. Joe Dispenza explains that creating emotional coherence is essential for manifesting the life we want. When we are in a state of emotional coherence, our brain and body are synchronized, and our electromagnetic field is aligned with the quantum field. This alignment allows the universe to respond to our desires in a much more powerful way. Achieving emotional coherence requires practice and mindfulness. It involves becoming aware of our emotional state and making intentional efforts to shift it when necessary. Practices such as deep breathing, mindfulness meditation, and gratitude exercises can help us maintain emotional coherence, enabling us to stay in alignment with the frequency of abundance and success. The power of positive emotions in the quantum field. When we experience positive emotions such as joy, love, and gratitude, we elevate our vibrational frequency to a level where we can access the abundant energy of the quantum field. These emotions are high-frequency vibrations that attract positive experiences into our lives. Love, for example, is one of the highest frequencies we can experience, and when we feel love, we align ourselves with the abundant energy of the universe. Neville Goddard spoke extensively about the power of imagination and emotions in the manifestation process. He taught that by vividly imagining and emotionally experiencing the reality we desire, we can bring it into being. The key is to feel the emotions of the desired outcome as though it is already happening. This emotional alignment with our desires is what sends out the strongest signal to the quantum field, attracting the reality we wish to experience. By consistently focusing on positive emotions and aligning our feelings with our desires, we increase our ability to manifest what we want. The emotional energy we put out into the universe is the catalyst for bringing our dreams into reality. The process of aligning ourselves with the quantum field and reprogramming our minds and emotions is not a distant or unattainable goal. It is an active, continuous practice. The universe responds to the energy we emit, and by consciously adjusting our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, we can create the reality we desire. Understanding and harnessing the power of the quantum field, reprogramming limiting beliefs, and aligning our emotional and mental states are the keys to manifesting abundance, success, and fulfillment. This journey requires patience, consistency, and a deep trust in the process. But with each step we draw closer to our true potential. As we align with the quantum flow, we begin to live not by chance, but by conscious design, fully aware that the universe is working with us, not against us. Are you ready to unlock the full potential of your mind and the universe to manifest the life you've always dreamed of? If so, make sure to subscribe to our channel and continue watching to dive deeper into how you can transform your reality. Take that first step today.